Beloved souls of earth, I am Sananda, and I come to you now with a message of gentle invitation, a reminder of the profound power that resides within the surrender to love. The human heart, so often burdened by fears, expectations, and the desire to control, longs to remember its true essence, that it is a radiant vessel of divine love, and that life itself is meant to be a dance with the currents of this infinite force. Surrender does not mean passivity, nor does it imply weakness. It is an act of courage, a conscious choice to release resistance and to align fully with the current of life that carries you toward your highest good. To surrender to the flow of love is to recognize that every experience, every encounter, every breath is a reflection of the divine expressing itself through the tapestry of your existence. When you allow this flow to move through you, you cease the endless struggle against life and step into a rhythm of grace and harmony. Many of you have felt the tension of holding tightly to outcomes, striving for certainty in a world that constantly shifts. Yet the flow of love asks only that you loosen your grip, that you release your insistence on control, and that you trust the unseen currents that guide all things toward balance and beauty. Love is not conditional, it is not earned through effort or deeds. It is the essence of your being, the undercurrent that runs through every atom, every star, every heart. When you surrender, you open the channel for this energy to move freely, transforming fear into courage, limitation into possibility, and separation into unity. This surrender begins within. It begins with a single moment of trust, a breath that carries the acknowledgement that you are supported, that you are known, that you are deeply, unconditionally loved. When you practice this within yourself, it radiates outward, touching others, influencing your surroundings, and weaving a web of light that extends far beyond what you can perceive. Understand that surrender is not about giving up your identity or your power. It is about reclaiming them in their truest form. Your power is found not in force or insistence, but in alignment. Your identity is not fixed in past experiences or imagined limitations, but fluid and expansive, capable of encompassing the infinite. To surrender to love is to let go of the stories that keep you separate, the beliefs that tell you scarcity is real, and the fears that whisper you are unworthy. Each time you choose trust over resistance, you reaffirm your connection to the divine and strengthen your capacity to receive and give love without condition. Life may present challenges, moments where the mind wishes to rebel, where the ego insists on control. These are opportunities, beloved ones, not obstacles. Each challenge is an invitation to surrender more deeply, to anchor yourself in the understanding that love is the guiding current through all turbulence. In surrendering, you find clarity. You discover that what once seemed urgent or frightening loses its grip when viewed through the lens of love. Decisions become easier, interactions flow with greater ease, and your life unfolds with a natural elegance that mirrors the divine order of the universe. The flow of love is not a path without action, it is a path of conscious response. It asks you to act from the heart, to speak with intention, to move in harmony with the rhythms of the earth and the cosmos. It asks you to be present, to listen deeply, and to allow each moment to teach you the language of compassion and unity. Many of you have sought love externally, hoping to find it in relationships, possessions, or recognition. Yet the deepest, most sustaining love is always found within, when you align with the source that dwells in your heart. As you surrender to this inner flow, you become a beacon for others, a living testament to the peace and joy that arise when love is not withheld but allowed to move freely. Resistance, though natural, is a temporary illusion. It arises from the fear of loss, of pain, of the unknown. Yet when you practice surrender, you learn that the unknown is not a void but a field of infinite possibilities. You learn that loss is not final but a transformation, and that every ending is also a beginning. Let your heart soften. Allow it to open fully, without hesitation, without reservation. Feel the energy of love moving through you as a river, washing away tension, fear, and judgment. Let it fill every cell, every thought, every intention. In this state, you are in harmony with the universe, a co-creator of the beauty and peace that surrounds you. To surrender to love is also to embrace forgiveness not as an obligation, but as a liberation. Release old resentments, grudges, and regrets. Understand that every being acts from their own level of awareness, and that by letting go of attachment to past grievances, you create space for new light to enter your life. This forgiveness is not passive, it is an active recognition of the truth: love is greater than all separation, stronger than all fear, and eternal beyond all forms. As you practice surrender daily, you will notice subtle shifts: a lighter heart, a clearer mind, a gentler presence. These shifts may be quiet, almost imperceptible, but they mark the profound transformation of aligning with love. Over time, the flow becomes more pronounced, and life itself seems to dance in harmony with your heart. Remember, beloved ones, that you are never alone. The currents of love that you surrender to are the same that have guided countless generations, that move through stars and planets, that have carried the essence of creation across infinite dimensions. By choosing surrender, you connect with this eternal river, becoming both participant and vessel, channel and witness. In the moments when doubt arises, when fear whispers that you must hold on tightly, return to the breath, return to the heart, and remember that love always moves. Trust in the rhythm of life. Trust in the unseen support that flows through all things. Trust in yourself as a radiant being, capable of embracing the full spectrum of experience with grace and courage. Each time you surrender, you strengthen not only your own alignment, but the collective consciousness of humanity. Your openness to love resonates outward, touching the lives of those near and far. You are a ripple in an infinite ocean, and yet your ripple matters, for it carries the essence of the divine. The flow of love is patient and persistent. It does not demand, it does not coerce. It simply exists, inviting all who are willing to join in its current. Your task is not to control the river, but to step into it, to let it carry you, and to trust that the destination is the fullness of your being, your highest expression, and your deepest joy. Let go of the need for immediate understanding, of the desire to force outcomes, and of the compulsion to hold tightly to that which is passing. Each moment surrendered is a seed planted in the garden of your soul, blossoming into light, peace, and harmony. The flow of love is your natural state, the essence from which all creation emerges. When you surrender to it, you remember that you are not separate from the universe, but intimately woven into its fabric. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought becomes a note in the eternal song of life. Beloved ones, there is no higher achievement than the complete embrace of love. There is no greater strength than the courage to surrender. There is no more profound joy than allowing yourself to move with the divine current, trusting that it carries you exactly where you need to be. In this surrender, you are free. You are whole. You are home. And as you surrender, as you open fully to the flow of love, you become a beacon for the world. Your light spreads, touching hearts, awakening awareness, and inspiring others to remember their own connection to the divine. Surrender, beloved souls, and know that the universe moves with you, not against you. Trust the current, trust yourself, and trust the infinite love that surrounds and permeates all. This is your birthright, your gift, and your path. Allow it, embrace it, and live fully within it. I am Sananda, and I speak these words to ignite within you the courage to surrender, the wisdom to trust, and the joy of moving fully in the divine flow of love.